Hi guys, Gio here, and I wanted to show you what we're working on today. So today we've started mat work with Macy and Ginger. Ginger's doing the exact same thing with Taylor in the other room, so we're just going to do the one video instructing how to do this. So as you can see, mat work, you need a mat, and usually we like to start with towels because they're accessible, and it really can be anything. Some people get caught up thinking this needs to be a bed, and that's not the case because you should be able to take your place anywhere, and a place is portable. I'm falling over here. You may use a bed later on, but I would highly recommend using something a little more versatile for the time being so that they don't get so acclimated to a specific level of comfort. And this obviously, I was working against a little bit of the grain here because Macy is used to a little degree of comfort. So she was a little weirded out by this, but now that she's getting the swing of things, she's doing awesome. So with mat work or place or spot or go to your bed, we're not going to name this today because it is not done. And the entire goal of this is to get her to lay down and to stay here for an extended amount of time. And this will be used in the future as stationing positions for them so that they understand that when they're in these spots, they're not to, interact with each other. This is particularly useful if you're, potentially you're cooking, you want to put them somewhere, you want them to hang out, but you don't want them under your feet. Place is great to put off into the side of the kitchen or in the living room. Maybe you guys are all enjoying a film, but you don't want them all over the couch with you. This is a good way to get them to hang out, but just not be so in your face. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump in and show you what this looks like with Macy. You will also see that I will be saying leave it when she gets a little licky. This has been working really good for her. Now I am utilizing a little bit of a leave it and, so making sure she doesn't just leave it, but she also sits down. Leave it. Yes. So leave it and right there, you really couldn't see it, but she started licking. I told her to leave it and she chose to sit instead. I did not tell her to sit, but it's kind of developing an alternative. Like we always said, you can't really tell them no, but if you reward them for an alternative, you'll start to see the other stuff go away. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what this is. I am going to be sitting on the floor to do this, which is so much harder for her because she just wants to lick my face, but it's going to be a lot of heavy suggestion. You'll find that we're not going to say a whole lot. I'm just looking at the mat, heavily suggesting. I may lure if I think she gets tripped up, and I am using highest value here. Her highest value today is cheese. That's what she wants to use, or what she's finding most reinforcing. So that is what I'm going to go ahead and use. Macy. Macy. Hey. What you doing? Okay, good girl. Good job. She's a little nervous with the tripod earlier. It fell down. Okay, good girl. Good job. Okay. Good. So earlier when I did this, I was just rewarding for 4 paws on the mat, and then I was just rewarding for her sitting. But now we've moved on to her actually laying down, and we'll only be trying to reward her with the highest value when she does choose to lay down. And though this is fine, though she's understanding to gravitate towards this spot, I want her to start understanding that this will mean that she needs to lay down on this spot, not just sit. So as you can see, she's starting to offer a little better. I'm going to go ahead and sit down. Leave it. Macy. Thank you. You leave it. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, I will be utilizing that leave it several times because she's really resisting the urge to give affection. I know she means well, but we know that that does lead to jumping. We don't want that to happen. All right, so now I'm just going to try and heavily suggest her to leave it. Yes. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Yay! Good job! Good job! Good job! Good. So I was looking for her to, that was a leave it and. She got a little too licky, kind of pushed her off, and then she chose to sit, so she got cheese for that. But then she just got heavily rewarded. That was a jackpot treat for choosing to lay down on this mat. And I'm going to release her by tossing a lower value treat in the opposite direction and then see if we can get into a nice repetition of what we're doing here. You free? Leave it. Leave it. Thank you. She's getting a little confused with the exercise. She thinks that she's offering kisses for leave it. That's not what I want her to focus on. I do want her, she's starting to fall into what I do actually want. Yes! Good job. Good job. Good job. Good girl, good girl. So a little problem solving on her half, but that is why this behavior is so difficult, is because I'm not telling her what to do. I just want her to figure out that, hey, I don't want the licking and stuff. I want you to just do a whole lot of nothing, which is laying on this mat, which is an art form a lot of people take for granted. They don't realize how difficult it is to ask their dog to do nothing. So again, I'm going to show what this looks like now that I've released her. I'm going to point this time, see if that'll help her out. Give her a second. Eventually the hand signal for this will be pointing. She's getting a little tired, which is fine. Leave it. Macy. Yes. See if she'll give me that down. Yay! Good job! Good job, good job. All right, guys, as you can see, this is a work in progress, but this is the process in which we get this. This obviously takes a lot of patience and a lot of not saying anything. You really need to resist saying anything at all while you're practicing this for both of them. This is particularly difficult for Macy because being at face level with her is somewhat of a game. You know, she wants to always engage and love on you, but we need her to focus, and that's really what this is about. I need you to focus on the one task. I need you to just do nothing, really. Let's see if she'll give me one more. Macy. I don't want her to think that, you know, it's a kiss, leave it, so I was resisting. Yay! Good job! Good job! And that was a fully offered place behavior right there. Yeah, she messed up a little by kissing on me, but she turned around and just laid down, which is really what I'm looking for. And I didn't even have to point this time, so I'm going to give her a big treat shower. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end on the high note because she did so good. That's what place looks like. Very excited with her progress today. This is very difficult behavior, so we'll continue to work on this with both her and Ginger. And you guys let us know if you have any questions. See ya.